What's happening, Mountain View? Welcome back to Tea Time with Teachers. Today, we have Miss Mangin Hinckley joining us today. Thank you so much, as always, for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, and this looks delicious. I'm so happy it's tea.
Thank you. Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Cats?
I'm sorry, I know not everybody likes hearing that, but cats are awesome. And I'm also a loser who's never had a dog. So someday, we all have dreams. I want a dog someday.
All right. What is your favorite word?
Whale.
Whale?
Yeah.
Just whale.
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 Yeah.
Whale.
Doesn't it make you feel good?
Honestly, kinda, yeah. I'm warming up to it.
I thought so.
What's your favorite TV show?
So my TV right now is fairly limited. So the shows I watch right now are Puff and Rock and Sarah and Duck. And they're shows aimed at toddlers, but they're honestly really good. And I feel like this is a bit of a PSA for everybody who's stressed out right now during AP testing. Go to the Netflix, watch a little Sarah and Duck, a little Puff and Rock, and you will just, your stress will go away.
Who knew that toddler shows would be so good at removing stress?
They're really good.
Who would you have as a personal life narrator?
Peter O'Toole.
I have never heard of that person.
Okay, he was Lawrence of Arabia.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I really just want Peter O'Toole as a narrator. He passed away, unfortunately. Amazing actor, and I would just like him to be the narrator so that way I could actually be around Peter O'Toole.
All the time.
All the time.
You drink a lot of LaCroix. Why?
So this is my, happy place. So yeah, shameless endorsement. Many years ago, I was drinking a lot of soda and then diet soda and was like, come on, okay, I know this is bad, gotta get something else into the system. But I only like water if I'm, hiking or doing exercise. And other than that, I'm just too selfish and first world, and it's just so boring, and I'm sad to drink water. But these little guys I love for a couple reasons. A, they're delicious, and also because I hate plastic bottles. They kill albatross. Don't drink out of plastic bottles. Disposable plastic bottles. Because this is aluminum, then it's much more earth friendly. So you get to enjoy all the benefits. Delicious and feel good.
So I meant to say, why did you decide to teach history? But I wrote, why did you decide history?
Why did I decide
Why
history?
did you decide history? You just wrote history, you know what? Right here, plot twist. There's gonna be a guy named Jesus. All right. So why did you decide?
Well, it was a plot twist, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be clear.
Huge plot twist.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. No, but why history?
Yeah.
Why the love of history? My father was a history teacher, so it's just always kind of been part of growing up for me, and the enthusiasm that I have for history, I think, just comes from the appreciation of feeling so lucky to get to study the lives of different people, the lives of different cultures. Obviously, I mean, history, I think, is most enjoyable when you get to travel, right, and actually see the things, right, and experience the experience of other people. But USHAP was also a game changer for me. I think I always liked history, but I didn't realize how much until I had a fabulous teacher and a fabulous history class.
Yeah, so teachers make the difference.
Teachers make it.
I've heard from some students about a Prospector Story. Could you tell me about that?
Yeah. Okay. So many years ago, I was out on a backpacking trip with my husband, my sister, a couple of friends, and we were going to the Yuba River, right? So a little further north, right, of Sacramento. And because we're backpacking, right, we were alone, isolated, but we were camping at this gorgeous spot right next to the Yuba River. And so we camped there, we spend the night, and then in the morning, I go to pump some water right into my water bottles, and I see a figure emerge wading through the river, wearing nothing but a hat, tighty whities, and gigantic galoshes, and he's got this huge beard, right, spilling out down over his chest. And I was not prepared for that. And so kind of a bit of eyeball contact, like, what's going on, right? How is this going? Do I need to run, right? Am I safe? I don't know. I don't have anything in my experience to prepare for me for this meeting. And then he says, I'm going to work. And again, like very, very slow on the uptake. And then I realized, oh, he's panning for gold. He had left his panning implements near our campsite, and he might have thought that we were, like sidewinders, right? Okay, that we were going to like take his stuff. So we assured him that we came, really very unprepared. We were not prospectors ourselves. And he was very nice and walked away, but it definitely felt like stepping into the previous century.
You just accidentally went to the 1940s and just like they have gold in that there hills.
Very good, or even a century earlier. But yes, exactly. We all like to say gold in our class.
Gold. I can just imagine.
I was going to say, I'm sorry, that's become very regular, but you do remember it, so you're welcome.
Just like somebody taking a test, and it's just like, what was primarily traded through between
North Africa.
Like in North Africa, what was primarily traded with salt? Gold. Yeah. What is a historical fact that many people have misconceptions about?
I know that many people know this, but probably the one that I get the most in classes, what was the last official war that the United States fought in? And it's World War II, but obviously, folks, could be forgiven for thinking that. We've been engaged in so many conflicts, and obviously, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a war in terms of the cost of everything. But I think that says something, that our country hasn't been engaged in so many military conflicts without actually taking that step.
What is the life fuel that gets you going in the morning?
I've been given a lot of love in my life. I feel very, very lucky to have been given so much, but probably it's usually the people who are physically closest to me when I wake up. So either my son, Michael, or my cat, Scamp. And if he's feeling, particularly emotionally needy, then I usually wake up with his face very close. So fuel to go ahead and do my best to make a great day for everybody.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say LaCroix.
Well, that's what actually gets me through the day physically. Bless you, right? That's what allows me to add. There's willpower, and then can I function, right? There's my goals, and then what do I actually need to get through the day, right? And then yes, everything else goes up.
Give this woman a sponsorship. All right. Finally, any fun facts that not many of your students know about you?
So I'm terrible oftentimes with remembering names of bands or movies or, actors or those kinds of things. But I swear to gosh, I'm really good if I see somebody in a TV show or a movie and then I see them again in something else. I'm like, oh, it's that guy from that thing, right? I can remember them. So the one that everybody was like, no, is when Breaking Bad, right, was on, the Hector Salamanca, right, the Tio character. Yeah. I was like, wait a second, and then Scarface, right? And he plays the Shadow, right, in Scarface. So every once in a while I get to impress people with my crazy, actor connections.
Thank you so much for joining us here, Miss Mangin. Thank you for your wonderful Prospector Story. And yes, just thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the conversation and for the tea, and enjoy.